What's up, guys? ThunderousTruth here, and it's been a while since I posted a commentary, and the primary reason I have decided that I'm going to post one, and it's on Halo 4, surprisingly not Gears of War 3, is I wanted to talk about something that I find very important to me and that has frustrated me quite a bit, and that is a lack of a competitive ranking system in a lot of these games. Now, what am I talking about when I say a competitive ranking system? I'm talking about what Halo 3 had. Halo 3 had the 1 to 50 system, Halo 2 had the 1 to 50 system, and it was incredibly competitive. You know, the people who were at their 50s most of the time were very great players. You know, you struggled a lot to beat them. They knew what they were doing. If you caught them off guard, they did some perfect nade and shot you once in the head with the BR, etc. You know, they were very good players. I personally reached about a level 48 in doubles, and I never got higher than that. But it was always this struggle to get my 50, and you know, that was absolutely great. I had a lot of fun doing that. I became very good at Halo. I think I got a 47 in Team Snipers solo. You know, I didn't have a full crew. It's probably the biggest problem as to why I wasn't ever able to get a 50 is because I never had a full crew of good players to play with. But, you know, that is what it is. I played solo Team Snipers, which as you can see right here, I'm playing in Halo 4, and this is solo as well. And I've had a reasonable amount of fun, but the problem is that there's no real incentive for me to get any better at this. Yeah, okay, maybe I kill more people, maybe I get better scores, but I'm not getting any. I'm not getting anything in return other than experience, which, I mean, to me personally, experience is just not. It's like ranking up in Call of Duty. Is that really that exciting? I mean, maybe prestiging is fun to some people, but it is what it is. Same thing with Gears of War 3. You know, ranking up in that game is not incredibly fun either. It's just a number. It has nothing to do with how good or bad you are. So I don't know why Halo 4 wasn't released with a competitive playing system that Halo 3 or 2 had. Makes absolutely no sense to me. They say they're going to be releasing one beginning of 2013. They haven't said whether or not it's going to be visible, or maybe they have specifically said that it's only going to be a Halo 3 game. I'm pretty sure they have. And that's a huge debate that you need to make it visible, and I'm completely on that side. Because it is kind of meaningless if it's only in Waypoint. I mean, who's really going to go there? You know, some people will. I probably would too, but, you know, it's just not as fun. And so, that's that. And I kind of wish this was the way it was in, like, all games. I wish all games had a competitive skill ranking system of some sort. Not this invisible system that, you know, you have no idea how good you are relative to everybody else. It's just kind of hidden in the system and determines who you match up with. I really don't care about my true skill rank, or maybe I would if I could see it. I can't see it, and that's, to be honest, it's frustrating to me. I really think that's frustrating. Also, I'm not sure if this was true for Halo 3, but it kind of seemed like there was two systems going on, like a true skill system and then like your 1 to 50 thing, you know, where there were the generals that were like super ridiculously good, and then there were the generals that are like, you know, just barely a general. You know, I feel like that's the case in a lot of these games. You know, there's the people that are good. Like me, I consider myself pretty good at Gears of War 3, right? I know this is Halo 4 I'm playing, but Gears of War 3 is the best example I can think of off the top of my head. I actually think I'm pretty good at Gears of War 3. I have like over a 2.0 KD, but you know, I'm nowhere near as good, say, as, you know, Tensions, Gold Glove, people like that. I'm nowhere near as good as those guys. They would absolutely decimate me. They have the practice of of scrimming and a bunch of other stuff that I just honestly am not good enough to do. I'd love to be good enough to do them, but also in Gears of War 3, there's no incentive really, for me personally, again, to become that good. I don't have a 1 to 50 system. I can't see my true skill rank anywhere. So I think that's just a big problem in competitive gaming in general, and I don't see why more developers have not jumped on what Halo 3 did or Halo 2. I mean, those games were tremendously successful, so why not use that system? It just it doesn't make sense to me. It kind of frustrates me a little bit, and I don't know. I just hope that more people implement it. I feel like I've kind of beaten this into the ground by this point. Made my point a long time ago, and that's one of my problems with commentary. It's very difficult to make a commentary over an 8-minute and 50-second video, and I am absolutely screwed here. I remember I literally thought that as I was in the circumstance, because there's like 2 people up there, and then there's one guy chasing me. I've found that no-scoping in this game is a lot easier than it was in Halo 3 and 2, in my opinion. I actually found that sniping in general is a lot easier. It seems like the hit detection is pretty spot on, and I actually really love that. It's a lot easier to go for headshots in this game, in my opinion. So give Team Snipers a shot. It's not as bad as you might think. Some people I know hate this kind of a playlist. It promotes camping and stuff like that, but I mean it's snipers. And I have literally 2 minutes left with like no points left to make, and I could just cut the commentary short right here, but it's just not my style. I kind of like to just commentate the whole way through. I have already pretty much played Halo 4. I mean, okay, it's one thing with Gears of War, right, to dream of this competitive ranking system, but I realize it's probably never going to happen in Gears of War. But in Halo, it's already been in 2 of the most popular games in the franchise. It's just disappointing to me that they haven't implemented it with launch. I probably will play Halo once they implement this skill ranking system that they're talking about, but until they do, I honestly don't care about this game that much. I mean, it's good to play with friends, maybe just kind of take a break from Gears of War, and enjoy this game instead. But overall, it's just not fun to me. Black Ops, I think they probably should do the same thing with that. Black Ops 2, that is, obviously, but obviously they're not going to do that with a Call of Duty game either. I don't like Call of Duty personally. I'm not getting Black Ops 2. I probably, never will. I've caved in for the last few years with Call of Duty. I bought them, but, never played them really after I got to the first, however many levels it was to Prestige. I always just quit after that, and, I don't know. I finally decided I'm not getting Call of Duty this year. It's just not fun for me. I hate it, etc. It pisses me off more than any other game does, because you know what I like? I like not dying instantly. I really do. I like having a chance to react, and Call of Duty doesn't give you that option. So this game's almost over, so I hope you guys kind of enjoyed this commentary, and I hope you give it some thought, because I think it's a major problem with the competitive community in general. So see you guys next time.